Hey everybody, all right, how are we doing today? I am late. I am late in a lot of different ways. So happy Tuesday training. I'm very excited. I am late today because I knew I was going to talk about sponsoring today, and I wanted to lead from the front. Miss Kimber, hello. I wanted to lead from the front and remind you all that sometimes you gotta be a little vulnerable. I know. It's scary, but you do. I actually just went live on my personal Facebook page, which I even said in the live, I very rarely do any type of a live on my Facebook page for anything. And I also very rarely go live and do like anything that has to do with Scentsy on my personal page. And there are times that I'll probably post things like that, or share things from my Facebook page. But the majority of all of my Scentsy lives on my Facebook fan page. I have a fan page, and then I have a VIP group. So different things, right? Different things. That's usually where a lot of my Scentsy stuff happens. I am incredibly thirsty, so I apologize. I'm probably going to drink the crap out of that in just a moment. But I can't just sit here and tell you guys that this is an amazing opportunity to sponsor this month, because you already know that, right? You already know that not only can we sponsor all year round and build our team all year round, and we also have the opportunity for the Earn a Kit, right? So for those people who, hey Mike, you're here, yay! For those people who maybe want to join, it's regular time, right? We're not running a special, or a join special, I mean. But they want to join, right? They can earn a kit. If you guys need help with that, remember, reach out in the group, but we will definitely get you linked in, because for one, there's a really great training for it on the training center of your workstation. So, and I keep calling it training center, now it just says training as the tab, but you can go there and type in earn a kit, or just kit. If you do kit, you might get a little bit more, which might be good, but you can definitely type that in, and then it will pull up the training material for Earn a Kit. And you can see how that is done. Or of course, like I said, reach out in the group, we'll link you up. But most certainly in the Scented Bliss group, there's a lot of people who have done those multiple times and have done it a lot of different ways. So they have kind of worked out a lot of the questions that you may have. So just know that that is always an opportunity for you. But this month in May 2020, Scentsy said, hello, we know it's Corona time, so we're gonna give the opportunity to more people to join Scentsy and to start business, because maybe some people are out of a job or out of a business. You guys, I don't know about you, but I'm really worried about a lot of the small businesses just here in my hometown. We live like right here in the downtown area of our town, and it's filled with small businesses, and there's a real fear factor of they may not be able to reopen their doors. Hey, Puka, is Daddy right there?
Yes.
Would you give her her pill? I forgot to give her her pill this morning when she woke up.
Oh.
Thank you. Sorry. Mom. Okay. Right? Like, right? I didn't realize it was going to go that long. I didn't intend for it to be that long. I really intended it. Heather saying that she had things to do too. She got into my video that I just did on my Facebook page. But yeah, I have to work the part-time job at 2. So I literally have 26 minutes to do this before I do that, which is, yeah, why my lunch is a Sprite today. So there's that. Anyway, but I knew that, there's a lot of people out there who really may need an opportunity like Scentsy, right? The opportunity to call the shots, to create their own income. You guys know this. You guys know this, right? I'm also recording this so it'll go on YouTube. So the people who are not on our Facebook will also have it there. So, I know it really is sad. I mean, like, honestly, I really honestly feel bad for a lot of these small businesses. Because I know a lot of them are like families or people who have saved up to do that, you know, for years, and finally were able to open their own small business, or whether it's a restaurant or a boutique or what have you. And now, I mean, that would be total. If I was in their shoes, I'd be a puddle on the floor, honestly. So to give even those people the opportunity to have like more or less a backup plan. I don't know if that's what you want to call it. Maybe before I started and I changed my mindset, because obviously now my mindset is, you know, this is my business, right? This is my full-time business. But before that, you guys know, you guys have heard my story, right? This was my side hobby. This was what I did outside of my career that gave me joy and made me happy at the end of the day, after I dealt with all the crap all day long from the corporate job and all the emails and all the meetings that should have been emails and all those things, right? It was the opportunity to have a spot that I could be happy in. And that was truly my side hustle. That was what I called it, because that's what I worked it as, right? It wasn't my career. I had a career, I thought. So for a lot of people, they may be able to pivot to more of what they were doing as a side hustle and move it into a full-time income. And so now is the perfect opportunity. I know, and I've only caught bits and pieces of I really have had to pull myself back from watching the news most nights. It was a thing. Justin and I made it a thing every single night. We were watching the news and all of this, right? And even before Corona. But I've gotten to the point to now where I'm like trying to push it away as much as possible, because there's only so much negativity and things that you can take. There really is. So you got to have the good mindset. You have to keep your mind healthy. And in order to do that, if that means turning off the TV for a while, turn off the TV for a while and turn on Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever. Hulu, Little Fires Everywhere. Not gonna lie, totally an amazing series. You can totally binge it. It's fantastic. Anyway, so I wanted to make it a point to, again, lead from the front and show you guys that we need to be having sponsoring conversations. And I would not be a good director if I did not actually do it myself, right? You don't want to just hear me tell you things that, here, go try this. Here, this is what you should do today. I'm never going to tell you to do something that either I won't do, haven't done, or unless I'm trying to teach you about something that maybe hasn't worked for me, like fundraisers. I will say this, I love doing fundraisers. I want to say I've done 3 or 4 over the years. I just have not been very successful at them. I will still help you with yours though. Don't think that I won't, because I will. I'm not saying that, but I'm never going to tell you to, you know, hey, make sure you're having sponsoring conversations if I'm not having sponsoring conversations, right? As a leader, you got to walk the walk and talk the talk. So I wanted to make sure that at least everybody on my personal Facebook, because there are, I had this conversation with Vicky out in California, I don't know, a month, 2 ago. I don't even know what day is it. I only know that it's Cinco de Mayo. That's the only reason I even know what day it is. But a while ago, of the fact that, you know, I really had to I had to clean house when it came to my Facebook. Like, I was just accepting everybody as a friend on Facebook, because that was just like, oh, okay, they friend requested me. I don't know who they are, but okay. And I finally had to do a cleanup going, what the heck? First of all, I share a lot on my personal Facebook, right? My personal Facebook. That is me and my family and my kids. The older ones aren't that excited to be on Facebook. Madison's more excited to be on it. But anyway, but it started to make me realize, like, who are these people that I'm like sharing my life with? Like, I'm the same way, like I'm with you guys, right? I can't tell Madison, don't accept a friend request from somebody that you don't know in real life, right? If she saw my Facebook, she'd be like, Mommy, do you know 900 people in real life? No. So I had to take my own advice and be like, I don't know these people, okay? So I went through and I did a good clean house, right? It still left me with like 500 people. I tried to keep, of course, team members, right? Team members, of course, and customers, keeping them on, right? Maybe people that I had worked with years and years and years ago, maybe some of those got deleted. But if I still had relationships with them, I kept them, right? And maybe I met them through other groups, things like whatever, you know, you guys get the point, right? So I tried to keep it a little bit more cleaner. It's still at like 500, which is ridiculous when I think about it, because I really don't think I know that many people. Taco Tuesday. Yes, we're gonna have tacos. Justin's gonna make tacos tonight because I gotta work. Yes, in 20 minutes. Okay, time is ticking. Okay, Jacqui, get on with it. Anyway, so I realized that I was doing an injustice by, yes, I will post, right? You guys, if you follow me at all on social media, which a lot of you do, I think, on Instagram more than anywhere, but on Instagram, on my Facebook, either my VIP page or my Facebook business page, on my YouTube especially, right? My Pinterest, Twitter even, right? All of that, you will see that I'm an independent Scentsy consultant. And so while they see that that's what I am, like I said, on my personal Facebook, I really don't do a whole lot of Scentsy stuff on there. Simply because it's my personal Facebook. And I don't want to end up in Facebook jail. I can say I am a proud person who has never ended up in Facebook jail. I know some of you here on the team have, and that's because Facebook creates algorithms there is a purpose behind the madness. And the purpose is Facebook is meant to be a social community. And yes, they can be a business community, which is why they've got Facebook Marketplace, right? But that's why they specifically create business pages, right? Or groups and events, okay? So for those of you who maybe have gone into Facebook jail, or maybe you're one of those people, and I know there's a couple here in our team who have said that they post their link and it either doesn't show up or it doesn't work or whatever, it won't post something. That's because the Facebook algorithm sees it as spam. That's because of that's what it is built to do. It's built to say, hey, you're supposed to make relationships and friendships here, not sell things here. That's why we've got a Facebook business page you can create, or you can open a group or an event over here, or use our Facebook Marketplace down here, right? Like that's what you're supposed to be doing. So if you found yourself in those situations, then that's probably why. Darling, your Scentsy anniversary. Happy Scentiversary. Congratulations. Such a fun time. Did you get your email from Heidi and Orville? That is the one thing that I love every single Scentiversary is you get an email from Heidi and Orville, and I just think it's very cool. I don't know why, but I do. Anyway, so you really need to be using those other outlets, and which again is another reason why I don't use my personal Facebook for a lot of my Scentsy. And so, but I thought that I needed to really make sure that, because I can sit here and say all day long, make sure that you've told everyone, you've given everybody the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to join Scentsy. Because we all know this, right? Every person we ask is not going to say yes. We know this. This is not rocket science. It's not Common Core math either. But the fact of the matter is that if we are not continuing to ask, and if we are assuming or making a judgment call saying, oh my gosh, you know what, Diana over there, she's got so much on her plate. Like, she's got this really fancy job, and she's got the kids and all this stuff, and they're always on vacations, and there's no way she would ever have time for like a Scentsy business. There's no way, right? Like, you've made that judgment call in your head, like, I'm not gonna ask her that, but she buys from me, so awesome, and I tell her thanks, and that's very cool. But I'm never gonna ask her to join because, yeah, no, that's not her thing. She doesn't seem like she'd be into this thing. Don't make that judgment call. You have got to leave it up to them to make the choice to say yes or no. Don't say yes or no for them. Let them say yes or no. So, case in point, I went on my personal Facebook and I shared a little bit of my story of why I love Scentsy, how I got into Scentsy, what it's done for me, how it's grown for me, and how it is now my full-time business. And then I offered the opportunity and I reminded them, just if you say no, I'm still going to love you, right? Like it's not the end of the world. You're not going to break my heart. I'm not going to go cry in the corner because I asked you to join Scentsy and you said no, right? But I still have to put the opportunity out there for them to say yes or no. Because especially right now, hello Corona, right? Especially right now, there may be people, it may be some of those small business owners, it may be your neighbor next door that you really don't know, right? My neighbor next door is a substitute teacher for the school district. Do you think that she's been working a lot lately? Now, I'm not telling you by any means to use Corona as a jumping point or as a golden ticket to say, oh, hey, I hear you don't have a job. You should join Scentsy. Please don't do that. Don't be that person. I have to say, unfortunately, I have seen a couple of those posts. Not from anyone on here, I can tell you that. On YouTube, I don't know. But especially from the people on YouTube. I have not seen that, so I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just saying, don't be that person, okay? Because that's not what we are about. Scentsy is truly about giving more than you take. And the opportunity to be a Scentsy consultant is a blessing. It is just that. It is an opportunity for people to make income. Real income, right? Right. We know this, okay? Income disclosure and all. We know this. Now, at the same time, I also want to pivot very quickly and make a side note and say that if you're having joint conversations, or maybe you want to be like me and go live on your Facebook page and offer the opportunity and do all of that fun stuff, make sure that you post the the link to the income disclosure. That's all you have to do, okay? I usually don't talk numbers when I talk about joining Scentsy, just because I don't know, like I don't want to be caught somewhere like out of compliance. Obviously, I don't think any one of us has the intention to be out of compliance or do something wrong. But at the same time, to CYA, I would always put that income disclosure in there. And P.S., that is not a Scentsy thing. It's an actual government thing. It's a federal thing. Because the Direct Selling Association, there really is a Direct Selling Association. If you have never seen that icon on the back of your catalog, please look at that icon. DSA, that is what that stands for, Direct Selling Association. There is an association for direct sellers. Scentsy is a very, very prominent feature in the Direct Sellers Association, but they do have rules and regulations, just like any business does, right? So one of our rules and regulations is we cannot make false income claims, right? The same way you guys have probably seen the weight loss commercials, I know you have, where they say, results not typical, right? And you can look at it like this because it's true. Results are not typical. So I can't say, hey, you're going to make $500 a month if you join Scentsy. Can they? Oh, heck yeah. Can they make more? Oh, heck yeah. Can they make less? Oh, heck yeah, right? But I do not have control over their business. I'm not the one working it, first of all. And second of all, I'm not the one deciding how often they decide to work their business. So if I give an income claim and say you can make X amount of money if you join Scentsy every single month, then that's a lie. Because if they're not getting up and working their business and doing follow-ups and doing the things that we train on every single week, right, then they're not gonna make any kind of money. And then they could go back and be like, oh, that's Scentsy. They got me for a fraud, right? I'm gonna take them to court. That's technically what could happen, which is why which is why the government requires you to put an income disclosure whenever you're talking about monetary claims. And there's also one for weight loss too, which is why you see all that thing, right? Whole 9 yards. Same reason if you ever watch TV and you see the lawyer commercials, right? Do not watch a commercial and pick your attorney, right? You always read the fine print. Everybody's got the fine print. That just happens to be ours. We don't hide our fine print though. So we actually, oh, thank you. We actually keep our fine print out in the open because we have nothing to hide. So if you're going to talk about, you know, hey, if you want to replace your income, if you want to make money to pay off your car or blah, 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 all you have to do to be in compliance is just post that income disclosure link. That's all you got to do. That's it. So I just wanted to pivot there to make sure that you guys knew that that was why we did that, right? It helps me when I know the reason why behind something. Then I learn, oh, that's why I'm doing it. Okay, I get it now. And it puts it into perspective for me. So that's how I learned. Anyway, so you cannot make the judgment call to say that somebody will or won't join Scentsy, but I want you guys to be having those conversations now more than ever. Because again, we have people who are out of jobs, who cannot go back to jobs, who maybe they're gonna go back to their job, but they don't know what that job's gonna look like. So maybe they're not looking for that full-time income, right? To say, oh, I want to join Scentsy and do that full-time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's be real, people. We all know that we can't join today and tomorrow make $10,000 in the month. It'd be a miracle if it did, but it doesn't work that way, right? You got to build a customer base. Then you got to put in orders, then you got to do follow-ups, then you have to build a team, right? That's how you do it. That's how you grow, and that's how you walk up the steps to success. So it doesn't happen overnight, and it's not going to happen for them overnight either. So we have to be good stewards in telling people that this is an opportunity that you can take and build upon and make it be whatever you want it to be. We have team members here, right? Some of you are just hobbyists. You're like, I'm not here for the business thing. I just like my Scentsy. I'm gonna get it when I get it. And when they come out with that new collection on the 11th, don't think that I'm not gonna be ordering my own stuff, right? We love our people who join for those reasons. But there are people who join for other reasons too. So we have to be able to be there for both of those people. And those people who just joined because they liked the product and wanted to get it when they wanted to get it and make money off their own purchases, me, right? May someday turn into directors and star directors and superstar directors. You never know, right? So have those conversations, share your story. And even if you just joined yesterday and you may think, I don't have a story yet. You do have a story. Why did you join Scentsy? That's your story. Have you always loved Scentsy and this was your favorite thing, and then you started seeing more posts about it, and then there was this $20 join special and you were like, oh my gosh, I totally got to get in on that action, and that's why I joined. Sharing that passion and your reason is going to resonate, and it's going to help people relate to you and be able to say, if they can do it, I can do it. So have more of that happening this month. Remember, we've got our $20 join special. This is a perfect time to build your teams. For those of you who are working on promotions this month, this is a perfect opportunity to promote. I'm looking at you. Because Jacqui is looking to, by the end of this year, become a star director. That means I need 2 directors, at least. And I know that some of you have that goal. And beyond, like I do, right? Like you want to make like the Chloe Cox and the Tracy DeMario money, right? Hello. I know, because I know I do. So in order for us to do that, we have to be building our teams. So this week, I want you guys to focus on having joint conversations. Amanda, me, yes, me, you, yes, you. And you. I'll be like Oprah, you get a business, you get a business, right? You get to be director. Everybody can do it, right? So I want you guys, I'm going to challenge you guys this week to have joint conversations, even to maybe somebody who you thought they'll never say yes if I ask them. I don't care. I want you to ask them. Or say, hey, did you know that Scentsy has a join option this month for only $20? I just wanted to let you know in case you or someone you know might be looking for either a side income or to be able to work from home and work a business. It's as simple as that, right? Is that pushy? No. You're not being pushy if you do that. You're just being a good friend and a good human by offering somebody an opportunity to maybe make money that they maybe need, but they haven't told you that they need because they don't want to tell you that they need the money, right? We all have pride. So have those joint conversations. I'm going to challenge you to focus on sponsoring conversations this month. Whether you go live, whether you do pictures, whether you put together a compilation, whether you tell your story, whether you write a blog post about it, I don't care what it looks like in your world. I want you to have those conversations this week. Okay? Have those conversations this week. And if you have that conversation, this is specifically for team here, I want you guys to post in the group. Even if you had a conversation, it was just a text message, right? I just want you to post in the group, I had a joint conversation just now. I want to help celebrate you guys. And I want to see how many of those posts we can have on our team page. So let's do that this week. All right, I love you guys. I would talk longer if I could, but I got to log on to the part-time job because, yeah, there's a time clock there. So I got to do that. Yes, it's offering the opportunity. You're exactly right, Heather. All right, I love you all. You know that, and I will talk to you very soon. Have some sponsoring conversations. Don't forget, $20 to join this month. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.